It's Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm outside the Passarella centre and I'm going to find out how to say it. I know it's spelt with 2 S's and 2 L's, so it's got to be Passa, and then the 2 L's is a Y, so it could be Area, Passarella centre. But I've heard it say Passarella centre, Passarella. I've heard it pronounced a lot of ways. I'm going to find out the definitive way today how to say it. In the meantime, I'm going to have a walk around this place here. It's supposed to be Cardiac Hill or something, so let's get some cardio going. We'll have a look around the area, and if you're live with me, you can direct me. If you're watching on catch up, enjoy the walk. So let's see, we got one person on, cool dudes. So where are we going to start? We're actually outside the Passarella Centre, and we're in the corner here by the Half Moon restaurant, which is Media Luna, that one. And we're going to walk up towards the bar. What's the bar called? I can't even remember what the bar called, but we'll see it in a minute. Good morning, everybody. So it's quite well, quite a few people here. There's a supermarket as well. Perdone, señora. ¿Cómo se llama ese centro?
Pasarela. Centro comercial Pasarela.
Pasarela con L. Ni Pasarella.
Con 2 L.
2 L, Pasarella, no. Mi paella.
Se escribe así.
See? Gracias. So even she said Passarella. So I'm still not sure. Good morning, David. Early for a change. I saw you pop on yesterday. Let's see who else we got. We got Stico, Anne-Marie, John Beavis, Damien Hooper, Zelda Carr, Susan Roberts, Renee, John Beavis again, Damien again, Betty Hen again, Tracy Addison, Brendan O'Donnell, Angry Velo, David Balla, Tracy Williams, Tony Such, and Robert Ingle. Julie Wade's coming in, Tracy Savage is coming in, and Edward the Blag. So we're in Passarella Centre, and Sarah Anderson, of course. And we're around here, which is Casey's bar. That was the one I was looking for. So this is Casey's. Midnight open, 3 p.m. Monday to Friday, noon Saturday, Sunday. Close 1-ish. Roger Channing is on. Passarella, Ella. So in Spain, an umbrella would be an umbrella. So it is sunny, it's just that it's too early in the morning for the sun to reach here. So it does get here around about 9:30, 10 o'clock maybe. Edward's just got back from Fuerte. Raining in Birmingham. Tops must be worn at all time. Well, that's boring, isn't it? Get him off. Get him off. So, why is this place shut? Butchers. How butchers? Let's go through here quick. And they say this is one of the best breakfasts in the world here. But we shall see. I know they do great fish and chips. And I've had a sausage butty here once. That was good. Had a dramatic thunderstorm in Wales. Passarella, the Olive Garden Deli. Oh, look at that. That's me. Twisted cream egg. So, will I lose you if I go inside? I'm not sure. Let's have a walk around. So this is an Indian restaurant. Love India. Indian cuisine and tandoori, which is an oven, for those of you who don't know. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll walk down here first, and then we'll visit the rest of the Passarella Centre on the way back. All right?
Morning.
Manhattans under new management. That's why they're drilling. Take my life in my hands. So, 63 people watching. Morning, Tim. Wish I was there right now, says Julie. Mallows. Ask Webby if he knows who Charlie Passarella is. I will, yeah. Damien's on. Simon. I see Webby is due a live with Col today, 2 o'clock. It's an Ask Me Anything live. And he's a legend. So this is Bojangles. This is Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. They don't have any Fonzies on though. Happy days karaoke. Karaoke. Kara means empty and oke means music, I think. So it's empty music, karaoke. It's like karate is empty hand. Karate. But you didn't know that. Karate, karaoke. Staff wanted for evenings. Ask for Sean or WhatsApp. Do they both work there? I know he's WhatsApping. No, it's only Sean. This is Golden City. Angry 9 months for council to fix the leak. Oh, whoa, whoa. I saw pictures of that. Not a pretty sight. Chinese restaurant, Golden City. Welcome. Gigi's Bar. I think this is because they show horse racing. This is the Victoria. Steakhouse, barbecue, fish and seafood, pasta, pizza, tapas, and fajitas. I think they got everything there, didn't they? Let's look at the German menu. Because I passed the English one. Brot mit Butter. Knoblauchbrot. Suppe. Tomatencremesuppe. Minestrone mit spinat ravioli. There you go. Always sounds more harsh, doesn't it, in German when you do that. Gegrillte Hähnchenbrust. That's a grilled chicken. And here we got these things. I wonder if they blow these up every morning. Probably not. This is ATM. Oh, this is Dylan's. All right.
All right.
Rick works here, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Well, he turns up.
When he turns.
He's on tonight.
He's on tonight, is he? There he is, the old Rick. I was with him yesterday. There you go, Rick and his alter ego. Was he? So somebody asked me if you liked M&M's. I said, the wrapper. Says, I don't eat the wrapper. Dylan's Bar, where Rick works. Come and check him out. He's on tonight. See ya. Nevada. Hey, how's it going? All right, working hard. See ya. This is Taylor's Lounge, Sports Lounge. Get all your sport. Oh, there's lots of sport on here. I have to get Webby to come round. Get them to say they watch Webby Sports Roundup on YouTube for free. Oh wow, lots of sport, lots of things. Out and about with Ash. Morning from Mallorca. Cool dude. Have you not seen Ash? He was out and about with me the other day in, where were we? Las Americas, that's a minute. We're in Las Americas. And he's a fairly new vlogger, but he gets around because he goes for cheeky weekends and cheeky days somewhere. And because he can work anywhere, takes his work with him. So that's pretty cool. He's an app developer. It's all these app developers, you know. I want an app that says, get up, go walking. There probably is one, actually. And this is the very famous Mongolian barbecue. The Mongols are coming. That was too easy walking down here. Now there's a cardiac hill on the way back. I'm not going to go. We're going to go up here for a little bit and have a look to see what's on in the Klansman. Onimus or ominous. Well, we've got the same posters outside, it seems. And this is the Bolt. Well, that's pretty cool, actually. Music playing in the background. Elbow, hand and thumbs up, guys. See you, Damien. Say hello to the council for me. You can't get me, I'm part of the council. Did that Mongolian place move from near the Palms Chippy Railway Tavern area? I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure. If they were open, I'd jump in and ask. There we go, what's happening at the vault? It's a drag show. Set my knife in my hands. Big orange bus. Let him go. Avant-garde. Avant-garde? Avant-garde. How would you pronounce that without the T? Avant-garde restaurant. This looks different. There's a menu as well here. Let's have a quick look. Jum. I can't read it. It's in English though. Green padron peppers, fresh mushrooms, king prawns, grilled Andalusian fried squid, nothing new. Octopus Canarian sauce. Carpaccio salmon, steak, tartare, cheese board, acorn fed ham. Paella. It's not too bad actually per person. Mixed paella, black rice paella. Then we got zuppies and salads and pasta. House specialities, here we go. Avant-garde stuffed pork escalope with cream cheese, beef roulade in its own gravy. Ooh, that sounds good. Kangaroo with a C, filet in honey mustard sauce, and Tornadoes Rossini. I don't think Rossini would be quite happy with that. And we got the meat dishes, grilled chicken breast, chicken scallop, leg suckling lamb, 24 bucks. Very nice. Breads, fish and seafood. And sauces, there you go. Cool dude. Avant-garde bar restaurant. Let's have a quick look inside. Oh, the door's open. I'll just pop in. Oh, it's quite big inside as well. In fact, it's quite massive inside. Lovely bar. Plenty of spaces. Why has nobody talked about this? John Beavis going for an Indian tonight in Los Chris for my birthday. Happy birthday, John. Are you in Los Chris right now, or are you staying somewhere else and going to Los Chris? Alan, joining live this morning. All's good in Tim and Christina land. Went to the Quack yesterday. If you watched last night's show, I told you all about it, but basically nothing's wrong with me. And it was just a hiccup and maybe a wake-up call from God to say, get serious about losing weight now, Tim. None of you faffing around. Take my life in my hands. Staying in St George's, okay. They're up in, just up from the port, aren't they? Somebody going for a day on the beach? First time staying in Los Chris? Cool dude. Cool dude. Birds are singing. Birds flying high. You know how I feel. Nearly got him then. Well, we're going back up Phil now. Well, we're on 16 minutes. Sorry, got to stop you girls. There's too many good-looking people in town. It's full. Too many good-looking people in town.
And you're one of them.
Do you all watch WEBBY Sports Roundup on YouTube? Got to watch WEBBY Sports Roundup on YouTube. Brand new show. We feature sports bars as well. Look at WEBBY Sports Roundup.
Okay.
Breakfast. Might go minesweeping after for the leftover toast.
Yeah.
100 people watching. Some beautiful places around here. I don't even look really. Well, that looks quite nice over there. What's that called, do you know? Like the little towers and stuff. Is there anything in them? Right. So coming back up to the centre that cannot be named. Passarella. Ella. Happy Days Fish and Chips, award-winning. John Barra, grab yourself a coffee. Thank you, I will. No condensed milk though, no leche, I'm afraid. Simon Farrant's on. Somebody's already contacted my mate Tony for that apartment that I put up the other day. Somebody from Lewisham in Scotland. Is it Lewisham? Oh, a bit more of a hill. Let's go over and see what they're doing at Take my life in my hands. Take my life in my hands. Manhattan's. Let's go up these steps here. Brendan. Big building with towers opposite is Atlas Sweets. Okay, cool, thanks. It's Atlas Sweets ladles and jelly spoons. There you go. Go and give Simon Farrant some love. Thanks, Anne. Under new management. Hola, señor. ¿Hasta cuándo abiertas? ¿Cuándo abiertas?
No sé
No sé.
exactamente. Posiblemente
Meses.
no, un mes.
Un mes, okay. Gracias. Around about a month, he says. Manhattan's Cocktail Lounge. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely view, look, of everything. Glass, sun, glasses. Read it with me. Can you see it on there? There's the rolling shutter. Durex. Oh. Sorry about that. Advertising this. Farmer help. Excursions and money exchange. The overseas. Oriental. Let's go around the outside before we go in. This week in this August set you back 900 to 1500 a week. Cool. Well, at least he won't get run over with them shorts on. Cured Australian sellotape, Tim. You are okay. There you go. I knew that actually. So, 2 S's, 2 L's. What do you say? Pasarella, Pasarela. Pasarella, Pasarela. Passarella Oasis. Let's have a quick look on this level. Socko. That's quite nice as well. Traveller's Choice Award from 2022. Arabic, new concept. Which is like an office. Hiya. BGR guys, the best on the island. Can I film you? These guys work for BGR Solutions, and it's in the south. It's an Apple repair place as well, and you do all screen repairs. I mean, they got more people in repair than they have in sales, right? It shows you what Apple's like. You know? No, actually, I'm an Apple fanboy, so don't worry. I got a question for you guys. Which one of you was born here?
Not me.
No? No?
I lived here a long time.
How long you been? How long you guys been here?
I've been about 5 years. 15.
15 years. So you went to school here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you pronounce this? Is it Passarella or Pasarella? With the 2 L's.
It would be Pasarela.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It'd be Passarella because it's 2 L's, but I say Passarella, so.
No, everybody was saying Passarella, and I'm saying, well, it's 2 L's. And in fact, they've got the 2 L's really, really big, you know? So in Spanish, it would be Pasarela.
Yeah.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the name of the vlog now. Okay. What's this place called? I was trying to find a Spanish person, but I went to dial pricks down the bottom, and I thought she was Spanish, and she said it's Passarella. And then I realised she was from, I don't know, somewhere in the Balkans, but there you go. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you need anything to buy anything electronic or headphones, or you got your earphones, or you need you use SIM cards as well, don't you?
Yeah.
SIM cards or anything like that, or you've cracked your phone, or you've lost your phone, or you've thrown it in the sea, come to these guys in the Passarella Centre, and they'll sort you out. You're welcome. Okay, let's go further. And here it is, BGR Solutions. Here's some more BGRs. This is an Apple independent repair provider. Morning. What time are you opening?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And you're here early? Yeah. Can I ask you a question? On camera? Okay. Some more BGRs. Met you, the lads downstairs. Talking about you though. Daddy went. How do you pronounce the centre? Is it Passarella or Pasarela?
Pasarela.
Pasarela, definitely. Because it's double L, right? Everybody I talk to says Passarella. And it is definitely Pasarela, yeah? 100%. 100% Pasarela. Muchas gracias. So we got it, kids. Pasarela. Morning, Tim. Down at the bottom of the centre only has one L in it. There you go. So this is the other side of BGR Solutions, as you can see. In fact, I think they've just expanded, but I can't remember where. Maybe downstairs, maybe next door, who knows. They open at 10. BGR Solutions, this is where the guys downstairs work, on this desk here, where they take all the repairs, and then they go in the back over there and repair them. Pretty cool. He's a very good employer, the guy who owns it, Ben. He's losing weight as well, but he's doing it slightly different. He's going to the gym. Jimmy. Kidsland store. And Kidsland, there you go. See what you guys are saying, 108 people watching. Did a look from Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston. Oh, that's Galveston, wasn't it? Oh dear, sorry. Little train. So this is La Pepper Food Market. That means you can buy your food from any one of the outlets and come and sit here and eat it. Oh, this looks good. Galleria de Tiro. Let's Travel says, love it up there. There she is, Laura Croft. Who's that supposed to be? Oh, some Line of Duty, is it? This one, no idea. And this one, still no idea. Galleria di Tiro. So let's have a look over the edge. Tables are looking pretty tired. But that comes of a lot of use. It is forbidden to throw garbage or objects outside. You know, if you have to have a sign for that, then there's something wrong with the people, right? Why don't we just say, for the people who throw garbage on the street and cigarette butts and papers and McDonald's, don't come. Don't come. If you're one of those, they just throw your cigarette butt all over the place. Tons and tons of cigarette butts we get off the beaches every year. Tons. So don't come. Thank you. Obviously, nobody ever admits to it. In the summer, throwing lit cigarettes out the window is the biggest cause of forest fires on the island. That and unattended barbecue pits. Right, let's see if we can go in. The other side. To the side. Been on for 30 minutes. We're going to find a coffee somewhere after. Oh, now that's good. I wouldn't have seen that. That red line there means there's a step. And it's quite a big one as well. What's the best restaurant in Pepper? Don't know, never eaten here. Never eaten here. As I say, we don't eat out a lot. Last time we ate out was Sunday. But before that, it's probably a year. Pizzas. Flying to Tenerife tomorrow, cool day. Where are you going? Mixed or fritter from the fish restaurant. Okay. I might lose you in a minute. Luby lose. That's the plan. If you're on a freeze frame there right now. Open 12 till midnight. There's a nice butcher's here though, and then you can get a meal at the butcher's. From outside it was shut, but hola. So this is the butcher's. Did you see the protest of mass tourism in Tenerife? I did, and my opinion, that's a good question. I have said my opinion more often, but I'll say it again. You've got this agenda on the Canary Islands called Agenda 2030, which is designed to make the islands more sustainable going ahead. Because as you probably know, before COVID and now after COVID, the island is full. It's, there's over 6 million visitors a year, and not a lot of them appreciate it. Let me just turn this around so I can show you where we are. This is the inside of the olive garden. And not a lot of them appreciate it, so there's quite a large contingent that uses it as a sort of a colonial holiday destination, which is okay because, you know, that's what made it, really. People come into a desert and develop in the desert. But then they realized that it's not sustainable over a long period of time, so they made an agenda to make it sustainable. So the first thing they did, that's where I'm going to go for a coffee in a minute. The first thing they did after making it, to make it sustainable, is to ban the building of hotels less than 5-star. And the reason they did that was to stop the corporations and the all-inclusive people coming in and taking the profits without giving anything back to the community. So you come and you stay in your hotel and you're all-inclusive and you don't spend any money outside. All that money goes offshore, and we got all the rubbish, all the downside to tourism, and there is a downside. If you live in a tourist area, you know that. And none of the benefits. So that was the first thing they did. Then they talked with everybody to say, okay, if you are building, you've got to build it in a sort of a sustainable manner. Try and do other stuff like solar energy and making sure you don't use too much water, all that type of thing. Because although we're surrounded by the sea, water is at a premium here, especially fresh water. Goes down the cellar there. Yeah, so they did that, and then a small contingent of people are just anti-tourists anyway, and it's usually unemployed locals, and they can't get a decent wage-paying job to buy or even rent a place in the nice areas near the beach. because the prices have shot up through to tourism, right? I know it's capitalist dream, you know, but that's a problem, you know. If the kids can't get jobs, and if they do get jobs, it's €5 an hour, then what do you think they're going to be like serving you, you know what I mean? So they wanted to up the quality, increase the income with less people to make it sustainable. And some people have interpreted that as the green light to bash the tourists, which isn't the case. So the protests aren't against mass tourism. It was to do with the way tourism is run on the island. And there is an agenda to fix it. And it's a slow agenda. Obviously, you can't change it overnight. So nothing's going to happen in the next 10 years. Well, actually it will, because in the next 8 years, Agenda 2030 will come into effect. So I'm hoping there'll be some positive changes going ahead. If that means, a lot of people say, what happens if you price yourself out of the market? Then you'll be sorry, you know. But there's a market above that, and there's a market above that, and there's a market above that. So the market will always, the people will always go where the market is. And some people don't come here because of the 3-star hotels and the lager louts and the all-you-can-eat British stuff, you know. Some people just say, I don't want that, I want culture. And talking about culture, I was going to put that thing up, wasn't I, on Taucho this weekend. So if you're on the island, you want some Canarian culture, there's 3 days of it in Taucho. And very well worth going to at least one of the days. I think Friday night, this is a good night. And in the afternoon, they've got kiddies stuff as well, so from 4 o'clock on till late in Taucho. So yeah, so my opinion is, I don't think that it should be politicized. I don't think that people should go and demonstrate and then the tabloids pick it up and say, oh, what would you be without us, you know? I mean, it's just basically you guys worrying about stuff that isn't happening to you. And yeah, I don't know, 136 people, how many people will I lose with this political thing? You just got to say, the island needs a little bit of tender loving care. The people need a bit more respect of the culture. And the locals need a decent living wage, that they can live on the island they're born on, in the nice places, and not be confronted with villas and apartments that are empty most of the year because people don't want to let them out, or the other way around, where they're let out to anybody who has no respect for the property at all. Anyway, that's my rant over. I wouldn't go on the street and demonstrate though. I mean, I think they're doing a good job. People who go and demonstrate on anything really, a right to do so. They have the right to do so, and it does change people's minds. But if you look at the agenda, there's no need to demonstrate because it's happening. You know, it's you've won. It's the Agenda 2030 is on the way. So go and do something to help that agenda instead of giving the tabloids fuel to bash whatever. All right. So I was going to go here for a coffee, but I've decided against it. We've only been on 39 minutes, so I'm going to go for a further walk and then stop somewhere else, but I'm not sure where. If anybody knows a place in the area that isn't in this complex, thank you, Peter. Nice. Okay, so let's see. There's, I don't think there's a table free. Oh, in the back there, there's one. Oh, no, there's loads of tables at the back here. La Media Luna, I might actually go in there. It looked full from the front. There's a little rat. So it doesn't look like there's anything up here for coffee, but we shall see what we shall see. Dry fruit Ricardo and Bimbo. What's this place? Integral Med, is that the one? Pete James, good morning. Dominic, good morning. Brian Scott. Flying from Valencia with Ryanair, cool. I don't know, Alan, if it was built with Russian money. Tourism, we got that. Nothing up the hill, Tim, just hotels, okay. Saved me a trip. Right, so 41. Let's go and have a coffee and then cut this short. Have I got money? Oh yeah, I can pay with the card, can I? Ian Gray says, I'm impressed with you out walking very early, being retired myself. Well, what I do is I go walking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. I'm actually going to start Monday, Fridays as well, I think, but we shall see. And Monday used to be Meet Up Monday, but nobody booked last night, so we cancelled it and I went out and did something else, went for a walk again. So I might carry on that tradition, so it's Meet Up, but walk with me. And then meeting Christine will be Wednesdays. We'll do balcony banter from our balcony for 2 Wednesdays and from a restaurant 1 Wednesday a month. And then the 3rd Wednesday, or the 1st Wednesday of the month is on Juliane's channel anyway. So 1st Wednesday of the month, Juliane's channel. 2nd Wednesday of the month is just me and Chris on the balcony. 3rd Wednesday of the month, we'll go for dinner in a little restaurant. And the 4th Wednesday of the month back on the balcony. So that's going to be the plan. And the 3rd Wednesday of the month is where you can meet Chris. Not that she doesn't want to meet you guys, but it's getting harder to get out, if you know what I mean. And even though when she's out, she's a beautiful, you know, brave woman. Behind the scenes, she's sort of saying, can we calm it down a bit? So I say yes. If you do want to meet Chris, there is the option to do an ice cream sometime. Sometimes I get her out in the afternoon for an ice cream, but it's very hit and miss, and on the it's very hit and miss, and she decides that day, so we can't plan anything, unfortunately. Yeah, so Friday's going to be me in the bar, Monte Cristo, I think. And no more gin, no more tonics, because I put in the calories of the tonics last night. I went, whoa, I'd rather have a Snickers. There you go. So, here we are. We're going to go for a coffee in here. Only 55, come on guys. Catch your Zelda soon. Let's walk in here and see what's on. Oh, I wanted that corner table there, but it's not happening. Hola.
Hola.
Café con leche, por favor. There we go. So, let's turn you guys around. There we go. Oh, we'll get those out of the picture. There we go. That's even better. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. For those of you just joining me, and have never seen me before, that's a shock, isn't it? I've got to bring you a bit closer because I can't read the what's it called. So Graham, enjoying your tour this morning. The cafe behind you is lovely, great service and food. I'm in here. We've been here before. I've actually done a live from here once. Are you based in Ireland, says Anne. By Zelda. Suhail Ahmed, is there any amusement parks? We have the best water amusement park in the world over the last 7 years. It's been voted, or even more, even longer, called Siam Park. SIAMPARK. That's the biggest and the best in the world. Then we have Aqualand, which is very similar but designed for younger children. And they have a few animals as well, like sea lions and stuff. Up in the north, we have Loro Park, which is more of a zoo, but a very interactive zoo. And on the island in the south here, we've got things like Monkey Park and Jungle Park, which are just like normal type zoos with a little bit of interaction. So, yeah, there's plenty of amusement parks to do. They are building the largest film studios in Adecchi, but that'll take at least 8-10 years, I think. They're building the biggest film studios, and they've started, although I don't know how far along they are, with the Formula One track. So it's going to give us more strings to our bow, so tourism won't be the only income then. In fact, tourism isn't the only income now. It's a large part of it, but isn't the only income. And if you get out of the bubble in the south, you see real life. So I do recommend you going to see other villages. Sometimes you go to a village, you go, meh. But then you go to Radcliffe and go, meh. You know, it's a place where people live, you know. There doesn't have to be lots of places everywhere that sort of go, wow, that's cute and all that. But there are places, because it's foreign, that it is cute. Here comes my coffee con leche. Muchas gracias, señor.
Nada, que aproveche.
So I'm going to have 1 sugar. So this is the Media Luna, or the Half Moon restaurant. I might even have enough cash for this. And thank you so much. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's travel. It's from England. Okay, Laurel Park is well worth a visit, especially with children, says John. Not bad morning over in sunny central Scotland. Over in 32 days, looking forward to trying the Canarian chicken. Rick and Shelley have recommended a place in Los Cristianos. I've never been there for chicken. I've been there for a drink. I've never been there for chicken. But yeah, it's basically if you walk towards the far end of Los Cristianos and you get to the place on the front just before the Up Hotel, what is it? The Up, I think it's called. Then if you turn left before that, just past the mini golf, it's the next left. And you walk to the end and it's on the corner upstairs. There you go. Over in 32 days, love walking in Tenerife, can do it a lot. Back home in Glasgow. Enjoying the tour, thank you. Helped me out a couple of times with information in the past. COVID times, top man, thanks, Let's Travel. What's your real name, if you want to give us your real name? And Let's Travel, I think, might be a channel. Do you have any videos up? Let us know your real name and whether you've got videos up we can watch. Oi, oi, mush, get up, Timmy lad. Few big bangers on me plate for brekkie, mate, says Adrian Morley. Or it might be Adrian, I don't know. I'm impressed with your... Oh, we did that one. Morning all who have joined. Remember to hit the thumbs up. So a lot of sense. Peter, you should be president of Tenerife. Peter should be president of Tenerife. That Pete James, is it? Good morning, everybody. If that's all you need to become president, and good morning, everybody. Harriet's open. Let's Travel. Is Harriet's open? It probably will be. It's if you go down here and take a right, it's down by the behind the Estación de Guaguas in Los Cristianos. Oh, I'll have to get used to that. Whoops, cancel. I'll have to get used to that. Coffee with 1 sugar, no leche. Oh dear. People walking past. Chris, and just do some holiday videos time to time. Okay. Thanks, Chris. I'll remember that. Wife's name. Morning, Tim. Great channel from a rainy Manchester airport. You going anywhere or are you working there? Okay. What else have I got to tell you? Not a lot, really. What's happening today? Oh, yeah, we got the social services coming today. Okay, I'll start again. For those of you who don't know, Chris has got MS, living with MS in Tenerife. Social services sign a letter every quarter to say that I'm looking after her quite well, and then the health insurance will then pay Chris the health insurance money. What they don't do is pay out this money for somebody to look after you, and then you're not being looked after. So you have to have an independent, what do they call it? Assessment every year if you're on grade 1, every 6 months if you're on grade 2. Every year if you're on grade 2, every 6 months if you're on grade 3, and every 3 months if you're on grade 4. And Christina, unfortunately, is grade 4 disabled. There's only one other grade above her, and that is bedridden. So, so you have to pay an insurance in Germany called the Pflegeversicherung, or the caring insurance. And this is an extra percentage out of your wages. So when you get your wages, your gross, then they take out obviously income tax and stuff like that. And then it starts with health insurance, which I think is 14%. Then this one I think is like 7%, I think, the care insurance. Then you got your unemployment insurance. Then you've got your solidarity with the East. I don't know whether they're still paying that or not. And your pension. So you pay all those separately. Oh, actually, you don't pay them. They take them out of your wages. It's mandatory. You can't. Well, you can opt out of certain ones. Like if you decide to go privately insured, then they won't take the 14% off you. And a lot of people do that because what they think is, or what they see is, that 14% of their wages is a lot of money, and they can get health insurance for pittance until you need it. Until you get older, when they say your rates are now going up because you're 60, your rates are now going up because you're 65, your rates are going up through the roof because you're 70, and a lot of people wish they'd stayed in the public system, which is regulated, which is what we're in. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the part of that is the care allowance insurance, which you then claim if you need care. It's not like in Britain where somebody else decides whether you need care or not. You're independently assessed your care needs from grade 1 to grade 5, and depending on which grade the independent body puts on the form, then you just claim that amount from your insurance. I think it works out, it's if you get a family member to look after you, they pay you in cash. So you can claim $250 a month grade 1, I think. Then I think it's $388 for grade 2, $550 for grade 3, and we're on grade 4 and we get $720 a month to look after Chris. So that's a standard that everybody gets that pays the 8% or whatever it is you pay in. You only get the same amount out. Not like the pension where the more you pay in, the more you get out. This is a standard payment, which is what insurance is about, really, helping those that are unfortunate. And if you're never unfortunate, then at least you've had the peace of mind. I think Britain should do that. Instead of having national insurance as sort of a thing that the government robs, you should have it where each pot goes towards that thing that you pay into. Because at least it gives you, there's no stigma in being on benefits, you know. So yeah, Christina and I live on benefits, but it's an insurance that we paid, and we would love not to live on benefits, to tell you the truth. Well, actually, I don't know about that. But so we actually live on benefits, but there's no stigma in Germany for living on benefits. There is actually a benefit that you don't pay for that you can get in Germany, and basically it's called Hartz IV. Hartz is because it's the guy who invented the law, and fear is the number 4, so it's the 4th iteration of this. And basically, if you've paid into these things and you still can't live, then they pay you well, I'm not sure whether it's a living wage, but a subsistence wage, so you get back on your feet. So that's a bit like dole in England, I think. So, but mostly you're covered quite well. Your medical insurance, you can basically go and see any doctor you like that takes the CASA, which means the public thing. The doctors don't like it too much because they don't get paid as much, for the simple reason is there's so many people that the people running the public service have got a lot of power to drive down prices, whereas from private you can charge, I don't know, €100 for an aspirin or a shot of sugar water. Which I got charged here privately actually once for Chris. They gave it a shot of sugar water, charged me €99. Anyway, I digress. We're coming up to the hour. Albert, the third, is on. Totally agree, says Chris. Fiona Dillon, good morning. Chris Butterfield, hi Tim. Sat on La Pinta Beach watching Low Live. Cool dude. Cool dude. We're around that place tomorrow. We're actually going to park near La Pinta, and then Webby and me and Roger Channing's going to join us from Sunset Bay. Then we're going to walk the other way, so not Playa La Pinta, we're going to go to Playa Torbiscas and Playa de Fanyabe, sorry, not Fanyabe. And we're going to visit two bars, one called Diane's and one's called The First and Last. And we're going to film them both. So I'm going to go live for the walk, and when we get to the place, I'm going to give Roger or Webby this camera, and then I'm going to take the big camera and do the interview with the guy, so you can watch behind the scenes on that tomorrow morning. And then from Diane's we go to First and Last, I do the same. Stick the camera away, then I come back, then we walk back. So that's going to be an interesting walk tomorrow. Torbiscas, Fanya Bay. Anybody wants to come, we're meeting just before 9, I should imagine, in Sunset Harbour, outside Tanyo's. Then walk down, we'll probably go down underneath, past where the old Night Owl was, and then come back through Blue Cactus and over that way. So that's probably where we're going to go. If you miss the start, you can always pick us up on that front there, Torbiscas and Fanya Bay, Diane's First and Last, 9:30, and then 10 o'clock we'll have a coffee somewhere, and then we're shooting back home, because then I've got to meet Webby again at 3:30 to film his Sports Roundup interview with Mr. Allison, who was a very famous Arsenal player. Can't remember his first name, so can't be that famous, but there you go. I know nothing about Arsenal. So Mr. Allison, the Arsenal. It's the Arsenal, I think. So yeah, so that's tomorrow afternoon. If you want to come to that, you come and watch the filming of that if you're quiet at the Palms restaurant, Palms Sports Bar, sorry, in San Eugenio Alto. That is just up from the Toby Jug, if you know where that is. And if you don't know where that is, it's just around the corner from Aqualand. So coming from Aqualand, you go back out. Aqualand on your left, carry straight down the road. You got Overseas Iceland on your right. Take the next right up the hill, 200 yards on the left, next to Roy's Pizza and Tandoori place. It was like that. Roy's Pizza and Tandoori. There you go. So that's tomorrow at 3:30. We get there about 3:20, and they don't open before us. We get there, so don't get there too early. We stay there till about 5, and then we're back in town for a quick drink before we go home. And then Wednesday this week is balcony banter at home with Chris. So I will be filming Chris's latest journey. She's been doing her memoirs. So if you haven't seen that, go to the channel, go to Chris's memoirs playlist and have a look at that. So, yeah, busy man, Carl. Yeah, I am. You look thinner, Tim. I've actually lost a bit of weight. I was 122 kilos a couple of weeks ago. I weighed myself yesterday. I was 119 kilos, 118.9. And I'm limiting myself to 1,500 calories a day, except Sunday. Well, except last Sunday. Wonder how many people watching are supposed to be working. Richard Crooks on. Good morning from the UK. Going backwards now. Butterfield, we did that one on a Pinter. Basil, give us your Frank Carson voice. So we tell him. It's the way I tell him. Ray sent me a picture of him and Madge and Frank Carson in Blackpool. Amazing. You actually look better now, Ray, than you did in that picture. You're looking good, man. Over on the 10th of September, Peter Porter. 2 days before my birthday. There you go. Talk to Webby. He might get you a seat in Little Germany on the 12th. Fiona, you're obviously doing something right. You're looking thinner. You're doing, keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. Let's have a look at me. I'm not as globus as I was, not as bloated as I was. I'm not holding it in either. That's pushing it out, so I'm doing quite well. And that's totally to do with no beer. Totally. And the odd glass of wine. Rick was on last night. We were walking down together, and he was saying the whole bottle of wine is 600 calories, and you know. And then I watched one of his back, and I realised how big the glasses were that they drink of wine is. So if you have one bottle and you drink it over 2 days, then it's not too bad. And you're sharing it with somebody. But if you're drinking buckets of wine, Rick, drinking buckets of wine is not good for you. Out in September, says John, for 3 weeks. Right, the hour is up now, ladies and jelly spoons, and I've got to get back for Chris, because I've got to get the place ready for the social worker. Did I finish that story? I went off on a tangent. Anyway, the social worker comes and looks around the house and makes sure that I'm looking after her properly. He interviews Chris to say, are you being looked after properly? And he interviews me to say, is everything all right? And then he writes a report. We always say everything's fine, because every time we've complained about anything, nothing's ever happened. So it's just basically a way to make sure that the money keeps coming in, because without that, we couldn't survive at the moment. Having said that, you guys are really magic. You support us just by watching the adverts at the beginning. A lot of you support us by sending donations for coffee and stuff. And a lot of you do it in the background. And I really do thank you guys. And I realize you want to stay anonymous. So they send money through my website. And that really does help. Friends and family. It's great. It really is great. And the people who have bought memberships of the channel, all you get is a little badge next to your name to say you're a member, and you can go at any of 1 or 3 levels. You can start really, really cheap, about $2.99, I think it is, a month, and go up from there. And nobody's taken the top level yet because it was a joke. It was the Faulty Towers level at $24.95. And what do you get? Nothing, except a little badge and my love. Right, that's me begging over. I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to turn you around to see where we are. Give you one more panorama shot. Let's get it straight. There you go. Let's go to the right. And then go left, slowly. This, my friends, is Media Luna, half moon. That's as far as it goes. So we'll get you go back. Okay, so Google thinks you might like this one next, and if you want to support the channel anonymously, you can do so here or any other information. You can support the channel for free here by subscribing, and you can't put merchandise in the corner anymore for some reason, so I'm going to put Webby's link up here, so if you're not subscribed to Webby, go and do that. And there's a great video up there of him and his wife and the dog, so see ya. Would wanna be you.